Have you ever wondered how some websites just magically pop up at the top of a Google search? Well, it's not magic. It's a really powerful strategy called search engine optimization, or SEO for short, and we're going to break it all down in the next few minutes.
So, picture this. You've spent all this time, all this energy, building a fantastic website. It looks amazing, it works perfectly, but nobody's visiting. It's kind of like you've put up this brilliant, expensive billboard right in the middle of a desert. Great, but who's going to see it? That's the exact problem we're talking about today.
And the solution to that billboard in the desert problem? It's SEO. The best way to think about it is that SEO is basically learning how to speak the language of search engines, like Google. It's how you tell them, hey, my website is about this, and here's why you should show it to people.
All right, so what's the official definition? SEO is all about getting more people, and importantly, the right people, to find your website naturally, without you having to pay for ads. Here's an analogy I love. If a search engine is like a giant library, SEO is how you make sure the librarian can not only find your book easily, but also feel super confident recommending it to every single person who asks about your topic.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. SEO isn't just one single trick. It's actually a whole strategy that's built on three really solid foundations. We call them the 3 pillars of SEO. And honestly, if you can get your head around these 3 things, you've cracked the code to making your website visible.
Okay, so here are the 3 pillars at a glance. You've got on-page SEO, which is all about the actual content on your site. Think of it as the words and chapters in your book. Then there's off-page SEO, which is your reputation online, kind of like recommendations for your book. And finally, technical SEO. That's the foundation, how well your book is actually printed and put together. Let's dive into each one.
First up is on-page SEO. This is all the stuff that's right there on your website for everyone to see. It's about creating really high-quality, helpful content. You have to remember, Google's #1 goal is to give people the best possible answer to their question. So your job is to be that best answer. This means using the words or keywords that people are actually searching for and writing really clear, catchy titles that make people go, yep, that's the one I need to click.
Next, pillar number 2, off-page SEO. This one is all about building trust and authority across the internet. The biggest piece of this puzzle is something called backlinks. That's just when another website puts a link to your site on their page. Seriously, you should think of every single backlink as a vote of confidence. It's another website owner pointing to your content and saying, hey, this stuff over here, it's good, it's valuable. It's basically digital word of mouth, and search engines absolutely love to see it.
And our final pillar is technical SEO. This is all the geeky stuff that happens behind the scenes. Does your site load lightning fast? Is it super easy to use on a smartphone? Is it secure? Here's a crazy stat for you. More than half of all mobile users will just leave a website if it takes more than 3 seconds to load. 3 seconds, that's it. So all these technical things make sure search engines can crawl your site easily and, more importantly, that your visitors have a great experience. Without a solid technical base, even the best content in the world might never get found.
So if you're trying to keep it all straight, here's a really simple way to think about it. On-page SEO is what you say about your own website. You control your words, your titles, your content, all of it, 100%. But off-page SEO, that's what the rest of the internet says about you. You can't directly control it, but you can definitely influence it by creating awesome stuff that people can't help but share.
Okay, so why do we even need all 3? Why is this so important? Well, because these pillars don't work alone. They actually build on top of each other to create this incredibly powerful signal of trust and relevance to search engines. Let's look at how that actually happens.
When you really boil it all down, this is the entire goal. Every single search that happens begins with a person's question or a need, and good SEO is just the process of proving to Google that your website has the absolute best, most helpful, and most trustworthy answer to that person's search. That's it.
And you can see how it all stacks up right here. It's a really logical process. You start with that solid technical foundation. Make sure the site works well. Then you start publishing amazing, relevant content on top of it. Over time, as people discover that content, the rest of the web starts to recognize its value and links back to you, building your authority. In the end result, search engines see all these fantastic signals and they reward you with what you wanted all along, higher rankings.
So all of this brings us right back to where we started. It's just not enough to have a website. It needs to be able to communicate effectively with the very systems that are designed to find it. So the question I want to leave you with is this. Looking at these 3 pillars, is your website really speaking the right language to get found?